Hello friends, welcome to engineering tutorial. So we'll continue our discussion related to power systems engineering. So the basic elements of a power transmission line, that discussion we will carry forward. So we have discussed about resistance and resistive circuits in the previous series of videos, focusing on their utility in power system application. We'll get to that when we'll discuss. We'll know why I chose those concepts. So in the next series of videos, we'll be focusing on capacitance and capacitive circuits, again from the point of view of power systems engineering. In a quick way, we will cover the basic concepts without going into detail. Okay, only those things which will be useful in our discussion related to the transmission line parameters. So first, a little bit on electric potential due to a single charge. We are assuming a point charge, let's say. So if we have, let's say, a point charge, a source charge, capital Q, and we want to determine the electric potential at a point P, which is at a distance r away from the source charge, then that is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 r, where epsilon 0 is the absolute permittivity or permittivity of free space. R is the distance from the source charge. Okay, and if it is in any other medium with the dielectric constant or relative permittivity epsilon r, then it is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 epsilon r r. Okay, so the electric potential is directly proportional to the magnitude of charge and inversely proportional to the distance from it. Okay, then if we have multiple point charges, okay, located at different points in space with their distances specified as R1, R2, R3 and Rn for the nth charge for the point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and Qn located in space, then the cumulative effect due to all these charges, the resultant electric potential at P, it will be given as this. Okay, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 common, Q1 by R1 plus Q2 by R2 plus Q3 by R3 up to the nth charge. It is for free space, and if it is in any other medium, then instead of this epsilon 0, okay, instead of the epsilon 0 we will have epsilon 0 epsilon r. Okay, epsilon r is the relative permittivity of the medium, or it is also called as dielectric constant. Okay, this is due to a group of charges, multiple point charges. Then comes the concept of capacitance or capacitor. Okay, so a very simple way to imagine a capacitor is, let's say we have two metal plates. Okay, they are connected to a potential difference, so electric potential, let's say V. Okay, so here we have a charge plus Q, here is a charge minus Q. So the capacitance is that thing, okay, for the charge Q on both the plates, positive and negative, the magnitude of charge, that is directly proportional to the potential difference V, with the proportionality constant equal to capacitance C. Q is equal to CV or C is equal to Q by V. Okay, this. So the capacitance is the ability of a device, in this case the two metal plates, to store electric charge. And a capacitor is a device which stores electric charge and hence electrical energy. Okay, and the ability of the capacitor to store charge is called as capacitance. The unit of capacitance is farad. So as I said, it is typically expressed as two conducting surfaces or plates which are separated by an insulating medium or dielectric. So it can be any medium, it can be air or any other medium in which these two plates are kept. So the charge on the capacitor is directly proportional to the potential difference, the proportionality constant being the capacitance C, okay, unit of which is farad. Then a very common conceptualization to understand the concept of capacitance is the parallel plate capacitor. Again, it consists of two parallel plates separated by a certain gap or distance d, and another important thing which comes into play is the area of overlap. Okay, so the area actually, it denotes how much portion of each plate is facing the other. Okay, so here this much portion is facing the plate. Okay, this much portion is facing the plate. Okay, only this much portion, this portion, and here this much portion area is the overlapping area, the portion of the plates which are facing each other. Okay, so when they are completely, above each other, completely superimposed, then the whole area is considered as the overlap area. As they are moved laterally, okay, to and fro, then the overlap area decreases. Okay, so this is the concept of overlap area and this is the distance. So the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with gap D and overlap area A is given by, in case of air or free space, it is equal to epsilon 0 A by D. Epsilon 0 absolute permittivity, A overlap area, D is the gap. And in case of any other medium with relative permittivity epsilon r or dielectric constant K, then the capacitance is given by C is equal to epsilon 0 epsilon r A by D. Okay, so this is for parallel plate capacitor. Okay, now we have to discuss about the capacitor voltage and current. Okay, so for that we have to understand something. Again, we'll take the same example. Let's say we have a capacitor C connected to a potential difference V. Okay, and as a result there is a current flowing through the capacitor. Now we know Q, the charge on the capacitor, let's say plus Q minus Q, that is equal to CV. We all know that. We know current is equal to rate of flow of charge dq by dt. So here the capacitor current, okay, IC, the current flowing through the capacitor, that will be equal to charge on the capacitor, divided by time, differentiation of the time varying charge with respect to time. So that will be equal to basically d by dt of CV. Okay, but capacitance is a sort of proportionality constant, so it will come outside, so it will be C dV by dt. Okay, so this is the expression of capacitor current. Okay, capacitor current. Then if we want to determine this potential, capacitor potential, okay, let's say this is VC, capacitor potential, this is capacitor charge QC, okay, this. So the capacitor potential can be expressed as dVc is equal to 1 by C IC dt. On integrating both sides, we get Vc is equal to 1 by C integration of IC dt. So here the limit of integration is from minus phi to t. If you are aware, I'm assuming that you are aware of the concept of transient analysis, switching time, before switching, after switching, t minus infinity, t plus infinity, steady state, transient state. So that's why you will understand why I have mentioned the minus phi here. So minus phi to t. So before switching, a lot of time before switching, and then up to the time instant t. So here there is two time instants, minus phi to 0 before switching, and after switching 0 to the time instant t. These are the two time instants, since capacitor is involved here. Okay, so here the capacitor voltage and current, they are expressed as it is equal to C dV by dt, and the capacitor voltage is represented as 1 by C minus phi to t it dt. Okay, so next we'll be discussing about the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with a conducting slab in between them. So we have discussed about simple parallel plate capacitor. Okay, so let us say we have a parallel plate capacitor arrangement with area A, distance or separation gap d, with charge q on of opposite magnitude on the opposite plates, plus q minus q. This produces electric field E. So now if we change the situation, if we insert a conducting slab with a lot of free charge carriers in the slab, then the net result is, because of the migration of charge carriers of opposite polarity towards the opposite side, negative charge will move on this side, positive charge will move on the other side. This will produce a counter electric field. Okay, so the negative free charge carriers, they will move towards the positively charged plate, and the positive free carriers will move towards the negatively charged plate, and as a result they will produce a counter electric field which will be opposite to the direction of the electric field in the capacitor, in the opposite direction. Okay, the counter electric field, it will be negative to the this E vector. Okay, so as there are a lot of charge carriers, free charge carriers in a conducting slab, so the net electric field, the resultant electric field inside the slab will be 0. The net electric field will be 0. Okay, so the capacitance of this variation of parallel plate capacitor, that will be equal to, with a conducting slab in between, that is equal to C0 by 1 minus T by T, where C0 is the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor with no conducting slab in between, which is equal to epsilon 0 A by T, as we know. And if this arrangement is placed in any other medium other than air, this C0 becomes epsilon 0 epsilon R A by T, where epsilon R is the relative permittivity or the dielectric constant. Okay, so this is the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor with conducting slab in between. Next arrangement is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with a dielectric slab in between. So in dielectric slab, there are not a lot of free charge carriers, so there is very less movement of charge carriers as compared to that of a conducting slab, because of less number of charge carriers. So as a result, in this case also, the counter electric field, which will be also acting in the opposite direction, it will be of less magnitude. Okay, it will be of less magnitude, and this counter electric field, that will be equal to the external electric field divided by the dielectric constant or the relative permittivity, because of fewer charge carriers. Okay, so in this case, the external electric field will be able to penetrate the dielectric material, but in the conducting slab case, there will be no penetration of the external electric field inside the conducting slab. So in this case, the capacitance changes as per this relationship. The capacitance with the dielectric slab, that is equal to epsilon 0 by d minus t into 1 minus 1 by k, where k is the dielectric constant or the relative permittivity. Okay, so this is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with dielectric slab in between, and this is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with conducting slab in between. Okay.